You guys, this is an urgent update for Bitcoin Cash, okay? I was looking at it before. I was literally about to go to bed, man. I had everything set down. I was literally like, I'm only here right now because I know I just made a bullish video and it looked like we were going higher. We did. We went higher. Dude, I made it before we broke out of this high, okay? Looked like we were going to get it. But right now, potentially, it's looking like what we just experienced was a fake out. We could have just experienced a fake out. Okay, now what I want to be clear is could have being the key word. It could be the real deal. We could be moving higher. Everything I've said today about Bitcoin Cash making a run up to $800 to $1,000 could be true. But today is very crucial. Okay, there's a couple of things. One, if we close here, like literally here, or a little bit low, like just a little bit lower to where we're still above this high, but we're like right at this overbought zone still with the RSI, and we turn red tomorrow, like the next day, the next candle, this will look like a rejection off the overbought zone. That would not be good. Not only that, but we would have double bearish divergence still. This would be a double top and a fake out all at the same time, guys. All the good things that I said, they're still true. They're all there, but they would be overtaken, and we would see a very fast flush below these prices here, and that those $500 to $530 prices, potentially even down to $470, would be back on the table. So I'm making this video not to say I'm changing my opinion. Okay, as of right now, things are still, I would say, to the upside, but I do want to go over some stuff real quick. I've never done this before. I've never made a video saying one thing in the same like 2-hour period and then done a video like this where I'm like, I take it back. It's not that I'm taking it back, but kind of. Okay, just pay attention. Just pay attention. If we close this 4-hour red, okay, first off, looks like a fake out. In my opinion, it looks like a fake out. Secondly, lower levels of volume as you're moving up, that's never a good thing, but I thought we'd get more on this candle. Anyways, rejecting the overbought zone, lower highs, not a good look as well. That would be, that would be like double bearish divergence as well, actually. Maybe it would just be one drive of bearish divergence. I don't know. The 1 hour itself has bearish divergence here, which is printed already. The 4-hour has yet to be printed. We still have an hour and 56 minutes. We're only down less than 1% right now. Okay, so it's very, very critical right now. What we do, not just today, but like right now, we need to get above $700. We need to continue to grow above $700. What we need to do is not prove this to be a fake out, and the best way to do that would be, for one, okay, it's kind of counterintuitive because this would also set us up for some potential bad things if tomorrow is bad. But for one, we need to close above this day here. Okay, we need to close above 678. Two, we need to maintain in the overbought zone, because if tomorrow, if we close here, even though we're a little bit in the overbought zone, if we close here and then the next day we close red, it would not be a good look. We would have a rejection off the overbought zone. We would have 1, 2, 3 peaks with lower highs going in. That'd be double bearish divergence. That would not be good. And then tomorrow, being that we have 2 days and 18 hours left, if tomorrow close red, we'd have 1 day left in the week. We could potentially close this week red, and then that would give us bearish divergence on the week. Again, I did say in my video, my Bitcoin Cash video, let's wait and see how this week closes, because if we do get bearish divergence, this target down here, the minimum kind of required area to go to would be about 471. Now, just because that's based off of this divergence, that doesn't mean that we have to go there. It's based off of statistical probabilities, but there are plenty of other things that allow me to believe that we could find support, at 540 or $500, right? We've got this, I think it's this here, from high to low. We've got, 530 at the high there, 504 at the 886, and after seeing your 1272 to 1618 region, I'll go on the daily so it looks a little bit less congested. After seeing this kind of maneuver, this area here is your likely target, with the absolute possibility and capability of going anywhere from about 447 to 482, because that's where the 786 to the 618 zone is. So anything and everything's in between. But first and foremost, we would look at this zone and see how we react. We could do something like this where we move down, find resistance, and then move lower. We could see something like that. And I just want to be clear, again, if this happens, if we do reject from here, if we do end up closing this week red, This isn't going to be some kind of short phase of consolidation like this was, right? Like it's not going to be like that. It won't be a long phase of consolidation. It's going to be exactly what I've been saying the past couple days, which is it's going to be somewhere in between, probably a month to 3 months. And regardless, I want to say it again, regardless of what we do, whether we go down from here or we go up from here, we're very near a point where we're going to consolidate, where we're going to correct, where we're going to be boring for at least a month to 3 months. We're at the halving. The halving just happened for Bitcoin Cash, okay? So anticipate that. Regardless of what we do, if I had to surmise the point of this video, this would be inspired, I guess, by Mr. Martin himself. Sit on your hands. Sit on them. You want to buy here in case it goes up to $800 to $1,000? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because from that relative low to there, again, a 382 pullback, a very standard retracement to make, would put you at prices that are lower than we're at now. So let it go to 1,000. Let it go to 1,000 with value. It'll pull back to these areas. It could pull back lower. Who knows? And don't sell here because, again, it could go up that high. But even if it does go lower, there's no need to sell. You could just buy more. Sit on your hands. Be patient, okay? Don't think that you have to play this game where you have to sell every high, you have to buy every low. Nobody does that. Nobody can do that. That's not how it happens. Day traders, like some very few people, but even the best traders in the world, man, they're not going to catch every high and every low. So don't try to do that. Really don't try to do that. My best advice, if I could give it, would be sit on your hands, do nothing. Let's wait and see how this week closes. Even if today closes bearish, even if we do, or here, if tomorrow were to close bearish and we did get this rejection off the overbought zone, if the next day, if Sunday is somehow a miraculous recovery, things would be back on track to go up to the upside. So again, just really hitting the nail on the nose over and over again. We essentially need to wait 2 days and 18 hours for this week to close, okay? It's very crucial. We're at a very crucial point. It might not seem like it, but there are a lot of reasons in the charts right now that could lead me to believe that we go up higher, like significantly higher in a very short amount of time. But there's also plenty of things, not just in the charts themselves that suggest this, but in the fact that we had a fundamental event happen with the halving that we could move down, right? The last time we had the halving, again, was back here in April. We moved sideways for a very long time from the highest point of the halving right there to the lowest point, technically, would be the next week. We had a 26% drop, okay? 26% drop from here, and we moved sideways. We were really boring. But also, to be fair, we didn't have an immaculate run up first. We were kind of coming off of a move down, and really, just relatively speaking, we were moving, oh, come on now. We were moving sideways, right? If you were to like take out this little A in the middle here, this little upside down V, we moved sideways for a while. Where here we've moved up. So we moved 26% down from the high, currently speaking. 26% would take us down to 526. Again, 530 to 500 area. It's still on the table. Oh, hey, there we go, man. We're up at 705 right now. Hopefully we get a bullish close today. Hopefully we do continue to close higher. Again, the first thing, the most important thing to look for would be that we do close above this high. And then secondly, we want tomorrow to close bullish as well. We don't want to look like we are rejecting off the overbought zone. We don't want to look like we're having bearish divergence. We are in a precarious placement right now. We could move all the way up to 760 and still have this potential double bearish divergence present itself. So just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just keep your head on a swivel and sit on your hands. Don't get too excited, okay? Don't get too excited. Let me see. I don't like the 15-minute. I don't like the 1 hour. That could change. I don't, oh man, I really don't like the 1 hour. You got a bullish engulfing candle now. We have 49 minutes, 50 seconds left, but this is generally not how good things start. They normally finish off strong. They don't start off strong. That's not a good look. I don't know, man. A lot of speculation. I'm getting lost in the TA right now, but yeah, be prepared, guys. Be prepared. I know I was just calling for 800 to 1,000 earlier today, but we very well could be seeing a fake out right now. Okay, scratching my head. I'm not going to take credit regardless. If we move up to 800 to 1,000, I'm not going to be like, I was right. If we move down to 530 or 500 or 470, I'm not going to be like, I was right, because this is generally a mind right now. I'm not going to cuss in case you have your kids watching. I appreciate all of you who have your kids watching. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. I think it's cool that your kids are involved, that you're getting your kids involved. But this is a bit of a headspace, a screwy headspace right now. If we look at the 4 hour, it's a little bit more obvious that this could be some kind of a double top, right? You really could. And if it is a double top, what this looks like is a classic double top formation, which is an M pattern. And likely we would go below these lows. And if we were to go below that low, the first extension that we would hit, oh man. Come on, buddy. Would be 525 to 482. There's a lot going on in this 530 to $500 area. No matter what indicator, what fib I draw from wherever, price targets themselves based on price action, that 500 to 530 area keeps showing up. So there is a solid chance we could find support there, but again, we could go down to like 440 to 470 even. So I'm just listing a bunch of could haves because you never know what's going to happen, man. You really never know what's going to happen. And I don't want anybody to get wrecked here. I don't want anybody to lose their ass. I don't want you to think just because I said we're going to $800 to $1,000 that I should buy here. No, you shouldn't. I don't want you to think just because I'm saying 500 to 530, I should sell here. No, you shouldn't. This is really, you should sit on your hands. That's what I'm doing. That's what every person who's hoping to make money in this market is doing. Unless you're a professional trader, unless you've done this successfully over time and you have tight stop losses, or you're able to swivel your opinion in a moment's notice, right? When I say swivel, I should say pivot. Shout out to MHAT for that, and Smooth Operator. You know, but there are people who are experienced traders that watch these videos, and I trust you guys know what you're doing, but even they make mistakes. Even they will lose money. So if you're new to this space, if it's your first crypto bull run, don't do the thing that we've all done. Don't do the thing that every person who's been in this space for 5 years or more has done in the first year. And we all heard the same thing from people who'd been in it longer than we had. We all hear the same thing. So I know I'm speaking on deaf ears, but don't try to be smart, man. You think that you're gonna sell here and it's gonna go down. Watch it go up without you, and then you'll buy up here, and then it dumps, and then it goes lower than it is now. Like, if it goes up, who cares? It'll probably likely go lower than the price is now. And do not think that if you sell here, or if you buy here and it's going to go up, because I was talking about it going up, don't think that it's just going to do that, because if it goes down here, you're going to panic sell, and then boom, then it goes up to those prices anyways. Just be patient. Be patient, man. We're well too early in the cycle for games to be being played right now. And Bitcoin Cash is a squirrely girl. She loves to mess with us. She's a feisty little dragon, and very volatile, even when she's boring. Up and down and up and down and up and down, up and down, like all these moments of excitement, moments of disparity. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. It's a moment of excitement. It very well could be matched with the moment of disparity. So I don't know, man. I'm just calling for anybody and everybody to sit on their hands, but that's just me. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. If this was confusing, if I was all over the place, I do apologize, but I'm kind of thrown for a loop right now. I kind of regret making a bullish video, but maybe I'll be wrong in that assumption. Maybe the bullish video will be proven right if today can start closing higher, but that's not a good look on the 4 hour. I don't like the way the 1 hour looks as of right now, and that could set the daily up for some trouble as well, inevitably leading the weekly to close red. We're only up 2.9%. Bitcoin Cash can definitely move down 2.9% in 2 days and 18 hours, and if we close it red, we've got bearish divergence, which statistically speaking would make us good for a move lower than anything that I've been specifically going over, which is at 471, okay? And most of the time, you don't actually hit the point of divergence, you actually go a little bit below it, okay? Just so you know. Low to high, the 618 is just below it, right down there at about 452. So, and Bitcoin Cash loves its 6.9, which is at about 430. So who knows how low it goes? Maybe it doesn't do any of that. You know, as of right now, we are above the 0.69, which closing above there would be nice. Closing above this daily high would be nice. Holding this 236 is all nice, but we need to see more. We need to see more. So wait for the week to close before we're completely convinced of a direction. That's all I got to say. Take care. Bye-bye.